call upon our next panelist, CA Ambar ji. Ambar Miringkar ji.
Yes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Ambar ji.
Yeah. I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, namaskar and hello everyone. All my fellow panelists, and hello to both the juries, and hello to the audience that is live. Myself, C. Ambar Miringkar. I'm being a practicing chartered accountant. I've faced many issues during monthly GST compliances. Main important one, which was about GSTR2B reconciliation. There are many ERP systems available nowadays, but the problem with them is that it requires a certain formatting of the data before processing it in the ERP system. I was curious about whether I could develop a tool with the help of AI, which can accept general data from without any or minimum formatting, right from the exported Excel files of Tally or Zoho books, and then process it. For that, I have prepared my tool. I've named Reconcilio, which is co-developed with AI. I would emphasize on this part because the whole uh, mechanism, the logic, and uh, processing uh, has been defined by me based on my experience as a chartered accountant, and the working coding has been done with the help of AI. The AI that I used is Gemini 2.5 Pro. I particularly chose this because Gemini is a better context window than most of the other generative AI platforms. So I was able to rectify my apps with more and more prompts, and it was able to retain the historical data. I have prepared this app on the over the Electron base. That is the local. Uh, the app opens and processes and retrieves the reports. Everything is done on the local PC, and none of the data is shared online. So that is why I've said that I have co-developed with it. AI is only and only the coding. I told the mechanism and logic, so it is done. The brain or the backend is of Java CSS, and the front end is of HTML. This is the general flow of my app. Data ingestion, which allows me to upload GSTR2B, books, purchase register, journal register, payment register, and then through with the help of smart mapping, it identifies and segregates the columns, classifies the columns. Uh, then there is multi-stage matching, which performs matching categorization on exact matches, partial matches, and one unique characteristic of this app is it uses fuzzy logic. That is, I've used Einstein distance, which is a Java-based logic, which I got from the AI itself. It uses the distance to edit uh, from the original and compares it, and then tells whether this is a probable match. And anomaly detection, potential duplicates are also This is the one more feature of the invoice. What it does is it performs statistical analysis and client-wise calculates mean and standard deviation, and then the fundament based on fundamental analysis that we use in stock markets or any statistics per se, it uses that logic to identify probable missing entries, probable entries in books that are missing in 2B that could that might be wrong entries, wrong that might contain clerical errors. I'll demonstrate it, and then interactive reporting. It shows various charts, uh, um, categorization of proper categorization of all the reconciliation, and then professional output that is in the Excel. Now I'll show you the app. You can see, .exe tool. So here you can, of course, enter new client. But for to save the time, I've just already saved it. Load it. So here you can see the taxpayer name. I'll just give it the starting period time. Now here, I provided voice value tolerance. What it does is it calculates the value. The, for example, 5 rupees here is considered as up to 5 rupees is considered as matched. So we can specify it over here. Then fuzzy match logic. This means that up to 75% matching can be termed as probable match. Um, then here, ignore invoice and tax amount differences. Many a times, what happens is that after we export the columnar purchase journal register from the tally, we have too many ledgers, taxable value ledgers. And to configure it properly and then to process it and to reconcile becomes a headache because all the taxable value ledgers might not have been selected over selection, under selection. So therefore reconciliation becomes a problem. So if I take this, then my app reconciles based on the GST amounts, GSTN number, and invoice value, and ignores the invoice value and tax amount differences. Now I'll upload. This is the purchase book. Now you can here you can see the preview. This is the journal book. You can see the preview.
The 2 minute
I'll,
is left.
yeah, yes, thank you. Now I'll configure the B2B, and also I'll configure the debit notes. And here you can see that everything has been already matched. These are the columns that have been already pre-selected. If you see, there are multiple CGST ledgers, but you can see that they have been identified and selected. If I process it, this is the reconciliation um, that it has performed. This is the pie chart, vendor summary, aging report. This can be helpful. This can become helpful if the payment has not been made in 180 days. These are the fully matched invoices. The name is different, so it has highlighted it in red, but everything else is matching, so it has taken it in, it has understood and matched it. These are the partial matching invoices. Here you can see there are some differences in the invoice value. You can, if you after verification see that they are matching, then you can move it to the fully matched. You can also do multiple selections and move them in the fully matched column. This is the probable match. Here you can, for example, if you can see, this is the data as per books, where invoice number has been entered wrongly for as 423 ending with 423. Actually, and to be, it is 4231. So it has identified that
The
this is the
time is
matching.
over.
Oh, I'll just end it up. I'll create the report and just show you that. So this is the report that I've generated. Okay, thank you. I'm open for any questions.
What were the input files that you had uploaded? Can you show it again?
Yeah. So, hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think my screen is still visible.
Yes.
Yeah. Sir, so this is the purchase register that I had uploaded. I've only after exporting from the tally, I've only put it into a table format, just so that the app identifies the table limitations, starting point and end point. So I've just put it into a tabular format and no other editing. If you can see over here also, this is the report. This is the journal register. Here also, I've only put it into a tabulated format.
So if the input was purchase register only, so how was the aging done if you have not entered any payment file or bank file? So how was the aging done?
No, sir. The aging was done based on the invoices. So I'll show you. Sir, if you can see in the these are the invoices that are only in the books or only in the 2B, and then based on it, the invoices which have not been reconciled. So the app is basically saying that please verify them.
Okay, it's the difference of days since when the reconciliation is pending. That is the age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did you develop this tool? Can you throw some light on that?
Yes. I've prepared this tool with the Gemini. I have created this index HTML file, which is the front end logic. Then a Reco worker, that is the JavaScript. This has got the whole mechanism of the logic, how to process it, how to create the reports, how to display the reports, everything. Then I've used Excel styler uh, to generate the Excel report. Everything has been done with the help of Gemini.
Java
Because
files
I'm
also were developed through
Yes,
Gemini only?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Everything.
thank you.
And then I just gave the I asked Gemini whether I can convert this into an exe file, because many a times the user may not be very familiar with command prompt and everything. So it told me that just do the give command npm install. I did that. Then it gave me this node modules and dist folder, and then it told me to give another command, npm dist install, and after that this app was generated, exe file.
Okay.
Sir, any more questions?
No, sir.
Rahul sir?
No, sir.
No. Thank you very much.